Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be watching the next episode of Wednesday, episode 5.
Okay.
Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We were sad last time because Eugene died. Very upset.
Yes, the poor
Joe,
kid.
He was warned not to go in the woods alone.
He was warned, and he was
Okay.
hurt because him and Wednesday were going to go together, but then things set up Wednesday to go to this awesome dance.
Oh, yes.
You know, so he
Yeah.
felt hurt. So,
He was crushed.
yes. So I'm very sad
Really?
about that.
Yes.
And shall we get into this episode?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
How well do we really know our parents? Take my father, which leads me to wonder.
Goth and glamour.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's supposed to be Weems.
They were fighting over her.
Oh, Morticia.
Ooh.
There's Morticia.
Oh, my God.
There's
Yeah.
Is he a murderer, though? Is he?
what
Yes,
happened?
watch.
The fetish air of teenage angst. These were the best years of our lives, were they not, Tish?
They certainly were, McKetty.
I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected to make a full recovery. So let's focus
Wait, what?
Huh?
Is she lying?
Yeah, it seems like she
Just for today, and then
Yeah.
You're his friend, and the reason he's in the hospital. That is not your fault, okay? The monster has
thank God he's
been
alive.
in
yes.
the past week.
I might
Look
play.
at my family. Talk about toxic pack mentality. I give my mom 30 seconds before her judgy claws come out.
How are you, my little rain cloud?
I thought Thing was filling you in on my every move.
Oh,
What do you mean?
I'm the target of an attempted murder.
Ah, nevermore, I love you so.
Makes this make me feel a little bit.
Are you feeling well? You're looking a touch anemic. Have you been eating enough red meat?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry for what happened at the dance. I shouldn't have asked you to siren song me like that.
My darling daughter,
Uh-oh.
I made it.
Oh, she's very arrogant.
I haven't laid eyes on this in over 20 years.
Freaking fireplace.
Imagine, Larissa.
Oh.
There's that fighting sense of humor that I always adored. My picture's gone.
Ooh, stripped out.
Gomez is there.
May I borrow this for the weekend?
Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken, and we both agree it would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
I've always been a big fan of hair shrinking.
It's not that kind of head shrinking.
Oh, God.
You make sure they search that cave for any sign of that creature. No stone unturned, they bag and tag everything.
At least they care enough about Wednesday to go to therapy with her.
Tyler, come
Dig.
on, please, we've been through this.
All right, tape off the scene. I'll be right there. You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
Oh, crap.
Jeez. Nobody.
Maybe we can discuss what it's like having Wednesday away from home. How have you been coping?
It's been torture for us, too.
Fortunately, my brother Fester's rag fits 2 people.
Oh, my God.
She's like, thank you.
I think it's high time my parents faced the music. It seems they've been lying to me.
Those charges were dropped. Your father is an innocent man.
Local sheriff doesn't seem too convinced.
Wednesday, stop. This session is over.
Have it your way, Mother.
Wednesday? If you refuse to tell me the truth, I'll just have to excavate it myself.
They look like chips. He
likes it.
anyways.
They say, hey, that tastes good.
Cuckoo. Oh, that's funny.
Nothing wrong.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ooh. Is Morticia hiding it?
I miss you.
And by community, you mean cult.
We are a personal development movement that helps people take control of their lives.
You think he'd give a damn about some single mom and her daughter if we weren't sirens?
That is no way to talk about your stepfather.
Oh, no.
Oh, she married him.
Why not to even
Poor
know?
Bianca.
Warning song resets anywhere near this town.
My siren song is drying up.
I finally make something of myself and you want to destroy it.
You haven't made squat, Bianca.
Jeez. That's your
Oh,
mom.
jeez.
You got until the end of the weekend to say your goodbyes.
Oh, poor
I
girl.
feel sorry
to
for her.
stay there.
Yeah.
I'm so happy he's alive.
Yeah, me too.
It's incredible.
Surprise.
Thanks for keeping an eye on him.
You must be Wednesday. Eugene's moms, Sue and Jen.
Oh.
You were all he could talk about lately.
Oh. She's showing more and more emotion.
Yeah.
She's like jumpy and
He's planning a cruise with his wife. He seemed all excited about retirement.
I guess you never really know what's going on through someone's mind.
maybe it was a murder.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide note says he felt guilty about an old case. Says he covered it up.
There's only ever been one suspect. I always thought they were covering up the truth. Now I got my proof.
Not good. Ooh. Ah.
We need to tell her.
We need to tell her.
Never believe us.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Red meat.
Red meat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that is a disappointment.
That's me.
That stinks.
Huge disappointment.
That's a good answer for her. And her mother doesn't even get it. Doesn't
Yeah.
even
No,
feel
okay.
bad saying that.
Gomez Addams.
It's gonna look way worse now.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
Now will you tell
Oh,
her?
I'm not gonna talk. Yeah.
Like suction done. Oh.
I'm waiting, things saying.
Yeah, did you actually?
Garrett was infatuated with your mother. He mistook her kindness for interest. Garrett's father, an outcast, hating bigot, was furious that your mother had accused his only son. He had broken into the school. His twisted love for your mother had made him insane.
Holy crap! So he
wow,
probably like lost his
So
footing to push
defending
him off.
himself.
Crap!
Oh, wow, look at that.
That's why you saw blood all over his face.
Oh, he pretty much walked into it.
Yes, he did.
It was a terrible accident.
Oh man.
But then there's the matter of his tells. The way he smooths his mustache. The way he delivers a comforting wink.
It may make you feel uncomfortable.
How many fathers hand their daughter a fencing blade when she's 5 years old? You are the reason I understand how imperative it is that I never lose sight of myself.
It's saying a
So as
lot.
far as fatherhood goes, I would say you've been more than adequate.
Aw.
Oh, that's good. Oh.
That's very nice.
How the hell did you get in?
Bernice!
The coroner kills himself out of remorse for a decades-old murder case the very weekend my father, your prime suspect, deigns to return to town. Did you even bother to test it?
This may come as a shock, but the world doesn't revolve around you, Addams.
Here.
So close-minded.
DNA results. They stuck bubblegum on the lens. Black bubblegum.
Who chews that?
She was orphaned, sent overseas, ended up drowning.
Wow,
Every
that's
last one of them's gone.
That's really sad.
That was an accident.
You didn't have to get me anything.
I know, but I thought we got off on the wrong foot this weekend.
Father's
His father hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these?
Brochures? For summer camp. Don't you want a wolf out and finally be normal, honey?
Oh, my God.
That is all she cares about.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say anything.
Stop trying to be nice. Doesn't suit you. Father packed her favorite bait.
What?
Uh-huh.
A bomb? You're gonna blow all the fish up?
Oh, my God.
I always thought I'd be the first one in the family behind bars.
Lurch and I had a bet going.
Oh my god!
It's Quite a catch.
What a waste.
Oh, jeez.
You have to find out the truth and free Dad.
Well, until that happens, we both know Mother will be falling apart.
Okay, how many do they have?
It's poor fish.
That's cheating.
Yeah, and how many fish did they kill?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Wednesday.
Why would you send me somewhere where I could only ever exist in your shadow?
It's not a competition, Wednesday. In fact, the group was started by an ancestor of your father's from Mexico. One of the first settlers in America. The nightshades were her secret but deadly answer to his oppression. By the time I made it up the stairs, I found your father fighting for his life. It was terrifying.
She's gonna grab it.
I'll never forget the way he looked at me.
Yeah?
Yes.
So she did it.
It was only when I heard the scream that I realized what I'd done.
You need to leave right now. Go to your room and lock the door. You were never here. You understand me?
Your father took the blame in order to protect me.
You said Garrett was foaming at the mouth. His eyes didn't look human.
I bet you he is the monster.
How can that be?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let's exhume the body.
You remember
Are
that,
you sure
girls,
you
when they
don't wanna
gave you
join?
one?
Nope.
That's scary.
And
She loves it.
gross.
Hello, Garrett.
Oh, jeez.
Comfortable. You can post bail in the morning.
Oh, God, she's got to be locked up.
Do our little jailbird will have an escape plan?
Oh, what's that?
It's a souvenir from our outing.
You look even more ravishing as an innocent one.
Oh, my God.
For once, could you two get off of each other and focus?
Ew, gross. The finger.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
crud.
Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't just trying to kill Father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
That's insane.
Oh, boy.
That blue sheen is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that.
Ansel Gates hated outcasts and nevermore. It was his idea.
Why did you instruct Dr. Anwar to falsify the autopsy report? You knew the truth about how he really died.
I remember Garrett bragging to me that his father had the sheriff in his pocket. Men like you have no idea what it feels like not to be believed.
My father will be released immediately with a full and unequivocal apology from the sheriff's office.
That outfit.
Come on,
You were very
embrace.
impressive in there.
Oh.
I'm sorry you didn't feel you could tell me. I know we've had our difficulties lately.
Sometimes when I touch someone or something, I get these very violent glimpses from the past or future.
That makes me a dove.
And for someone like me, who sees the world through a darker lens,
You're a raven. Somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready.
You had
But he
that.
has.
And even she couldn't save herself.
Oh.
So, your daughter and my son have become close.
I pity any boy who gets caught in a viper's gaze.
It's a good talk.
Excellent.
I thought he was going to be a lot more spiteful.
Yes.
I thought so, too.
So, it's decided 6 weeks at Camp Howell.
Oh,
You'll
boy.
need to pick which activities.
No, I don't. I just hope that one day you'll finally be able to accept me for who I am.
Good girl.
That's right.
She just walks away. That's it.
Yeah.
You do you.
Oh,
good.
good.
Aw.
Husband just stays on the
Yeah,
sideline.
I know, because he could never do
Doesn't
himself.
want to get involved with it.
After this, you and Morning Song are out of my life. Forever.
I knew you didn't have what it takes to be a murderer.
As much as that stings, Gracias, my little death trap.
I love his pet names for her.
But they were just that. Mine. You have your own path to blaze.
Hug.
Yeah, I was gonna say give a hug.
Oh, she.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
When Rowan appeared the next morning, it was you. You see, when you participated in the talent show with my mother, not only did you impersonate Judy Garland, you became her.
Oh, jeez. See? So it definitely was her.
Oh, boy.
You won't tell us so, Miss Addams.
Oh, no.
Not much if you did.
His tragic death allowed us to rectify the situation without casting the school or Rowan in an unflattering light.
Tell that to Eugene. How are you protecting him?
Something's on fire.
Oh, boy.
Fire will rain. Who put that there?
Oh.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Boy, oh, boy.
Who put that there?
And it was spelled R-A-I-N, not R-E-I-N.
What was it?
Fire will rain, right? So that's pretty
like
scary.
Literally.
Yes.
The fire coming down on you.
Oh,
Not good. So
his
Gomez is innocent, and
he was
so is
innocent.
Morticia.
And Morticia actually was the one who, well, they thought killed him.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yes.
Well, no one knew, but
Nobody
that was
knew.
the actual
Yes.
story that she stabbed
Exactly.
him, or he walked into her stabbing him.
And, but he was already dying before it even happened.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like that's
Interesting.
insane. I mean, he had the nightshade in him when
Nightshade
he was pushed
poisoning.
against the wall, and he was going to kill the entire school.
All the outcasts.
Yeah, like that is dark. Like that's
horrific.
awful. And thank God that didn't happen. So
Under the guidance of his father. His father
Mhm.
told him to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love seeing the Addams family together in this episode. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed them anyways. But in the movies, again, we go back and forth talking about this, but they're just so they're different in a way, but the same. Where like they're more like they care about each other, but they're very shallow and always talking about murder and torture and suffering and how great that is. But then they mix it with they don't want to be, guilty of an actual murder. Like an actual murder really bothers them, which I'm happy to see that, to have more depth with the characters, but it's still a little conflicting to me. But I am happy to see that Gomez is innocent. So is Morticia, and how much they truly love each other, even at a young age when they were so attracted
they were
to each
in
other.
love with each other. And I loved how Pugsley was fishing with his sister.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, me too.
With the grenades.
And I loved him when he had the potpourri and he was really enjoying
Oh,
it.
yeah, the dad was the same
Then
way.
his
He's like,
dad
"Ooh, that's
took it too." I said, boy, that was
because they
like
always
that.
do weird things like that aren't normal, and that's what makes it just fun, But it sounded like a good crunch too.
That's
I'm like,
right,
"Ooh, that's an
right,
interesting
yeah.
chip. What is
Yeah,
he eating?" Like, no, it's
that's
potpourri.
And
But-
Eugene didn't die, but still.
Yeah. At first hearing that, it took me a second. Like, wait, what? Like, I was just like, he's dead. There's no
I
way.
thought that kid was a goner.
Yeah, we saw a lot of
Yeah.
blood. We heard the slashing. We've seen what that monster did to other people
sure.
before, and so I'm really happy he is alive. And even Wednesday's showing some emotion there, like you can see it in her eyes. I think her voice was a little shaky, and she really does feel bad.
bring
And she's
him
like, "You shouldn't
honey.
have been there. I should have been with you." Yeah, so we did see more emotion on Wednesday's behalf this time around.
Tremendously with her family too. I mean, she was giving props to her dad for how good of a father figure he was growing up in her eyes.
Yeah, that was a nice compliment. And for her, like, that was funny how he tells this whole story, and I believed it. I mean, it was pretty much a truth anyways, besides the ending when the guy actually died. But when Wednesday said, "Oh, well, we played Russian roulette since I was a little girl," and I'm like, which makes sense for the Addams family, but I'm like, oh, wow, so is he lying and then winking and rubbing his mustache? Like, she just gets all those details that he's, fabricating some things. And I'm like, oh my God, did he actually murder this guy then? And just, they are making up a story so they get away with it, because that's something kind of what I would think the Addams family would do. But I'm glad it wasn't the case, and he was just covering for his wife.
He was. And, for her to, work so hard to prove his innocence, shows that she truly loves. I mean, she loves her family anyway, but she's got a quirky way of telling them.
That's right.
And she has a hard relationship, with her mom. And I think this was a pivotal moment where they are closer. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I like seeing the conflict they have and working together because they care about each other, especially Morticia. You could see that in her emotions a lot more, and she even cried a bit in this episode, but just her facial expressions are subtle, but you can really tell that she was hurt a lot of times, and she wants to connect with her daughter, and she even spoke out a lot in this too, which I thought was a lot, because Morticia, like, she's always very calm and perfect, and so to see her like, no, this is between us, this does not involve you, and the way she was just more abrupt.
I love that
like,
therapy session.
That was like extreme to me, because I'm like, whoa, she's actually like talking differently, and you never see Morticia like break character. So
that's it.
Or not break character, but like not be perfect and calm and just sexy, and I was just like, holy crap, she's upset. So I like having that, more details with their emotions. And Wednesday now warming up to her mom, and they have a mutual respect for each other.
Right. And I loved how her mom hugged her and kissed her.
That was cute. And Wednesday stepped in a little bit.
That's right.
She was accepting it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that was nice. Mm-hmm. So Morticia had Garrett Gates, who was obsessed with her.
Yes.
And Weems even, not that she was obsessed with Gomez, but she had a crush on Gomez. So they both had someone. Yeah. Now, I'm a little sad because obviously we did see Weems shapeshift a while ago. And during that episode, we were chatting about that maybe, even though it's right in our face that it was her, but I'm like, if this is a shapeshifter, maybe that person changed into Weems at that last scene just to make us think it's her, but it's not actually her. So that was our whole debate last time. So here it looks like it is her, because like she
she got very upset about it, and she stood up.
And it's in the yearbook, so but she didn't deny it at all. So obviously she is this shapeshifter. And why would she hide Rowan's death to the extreme where, I'm glad at least Rowan's parents know about it, because overthinking it, like, how would she be able to put the time into making him, like, being him at his house and act like Rowan with his parents there, and that wouldn't work. So it would make sense that his dad knew, but to the extent of why would you just hide this and not actually say anything? Your son was murdered. Your son was killed by this monster. Like, why wouldn't you want to tell anyone? And they're protecting the outcasts, I guess. Like, they don't want things to go bad with the school and stuff, but holy crap, there's a monster out there that's murdered. So when we heard that Eugene, which I'm so happy that he is alive, I did think for a second whoever the shapeshifter is, same as Rowan, might be pretending to be Eugene, but he's also in the hospital and stuff. It would be harder for Weems to sneak in and out being Eugene, and also hooked up to this machine, and whatever injuries, like, it would be a lot harder to just pretend to be someone. So I am glad Eugene's alive, and hopefully he'll fully recover. So things are getting worse. And
I hope that maybe he saw something, before the monster came to him. Maybe he saw something of maybe changing back to a human form.
Maybe,
So I'm kind of concerned that,
thank God Thing is there watching.
Yes.
I think that's why Wednesday put Thing with him, so that way no one would try to go in and finish the job kind of thing. Because now that it's human, they are probably very aware. I don't know if they're aware of the kills or not, but I'm assuming that they might be. Mm-hmm. Reasons why they're doing it, I don't know. But, that person would want to follow through and take any, kill any loose ends, get rid of
Thornhill was there at the end, too. When Wednesday found
last episode, right?
Right, yes.
She was there. Mm-hmm. I love that Wednesday and Wednesday. It's like, what? Because now it's like, I just keep picturing that, and it's like so crazy.
I bet you she'll solve the problem too. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Who's
Yeah.
murdering everybody.
Yeah, I know she's
Yeah.
good with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I really think so too. But yeah, so I'm glad she's showing more emotion, and I'm glad Gomez and Morticia are innocent.
Yes,
And
they can go
Cheng,
back
yes.
to kissing
Yeah.
each other.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
And then what do you think about Enid? Like, we were seeing other
her mother
parent kid relationships.
Yeah.
You know, she has to. I'm so glad she spoke up for herself,
I'm
and
so
she
too.
said it very positively. You know, I have to do it on my terms. When I'm ready, I will.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
And her father didn't say anything till the end. And
I'm glad he
talked
did say
very
finally
quiet.
something.
Yes.
You know, I'm really glad he
Okay.
finally said something because,
Me too.
you know, he was just so quiet, and
Yeah,
it shows
sure was. I
that
was wondering.
his wife just dominates
Yeah,
everything.
she does the same thing to him now. We know, you know, she's doing the same thing
You
to
know,
him.
just
so,
do you.
and Enid knows that, you know, she does that to Dad
for
too.
Enid.
So.
Like, that's kind of, like, sad.
Very sad.
Mhm. But hopefully we'll see her wolf out this season. I don't know.
That's
But we have to remember, too, because we're seeing everyone in, like, human form, that, like, she might be a very intimidating werewolf, you know, like who knows like what she'll look like too, because she's such a cute, happy person. And I mean, her life though with her family kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know how her siblings are, but they kind of were doing their own thing, like playing like dogs or whatever, wolves, you know. And then, you know, her mom is just belittling her and just saying that like, you know,
very opinionated.
Very opinionated,
It
and
sure is.
you know she didn't wolf out yet, so it's not the end of the world. Kind
Very
of thing,
disappointed
but,
in her.
Yeah, so a lot
Oh
of
my
pressure
gosh.
on her. So that's sad to see, but I am curious what her wolf form will look like, and who knows, maybe it'll be a cute little wolf or canine of some kind. I don't know. I doubt that monster going around. I mean, at first I was like, maybe that's a werewolf, but I think it's just weird looking, and you know, just because it's big and kind of hairy. I think I don't think it's supposed to be a werewolf. Can you imagine that would be a twist if that was Enid?
I was wondering about
like that would be
so I was
insane.
thinking,
Like she
yeah.
was not even
Definitely.
realizing that
Oh, no,
she's
I haven't
changing.
done that.
I doubt it though, but
But you never can tell.
yeah, you can never tell. And then Bianca, I felt really bad for too.
I did
Bianca,
too.
her
Now
mother.
she has to leave at the end of the school year.
Yeah.
Yeah, her mom's like a dominating, crazy person. Like she's very arrogant.
Well, and she is at the end of her strength or something, so she
Yeah.
needs, you know, she needs her.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think she's just desperate.
I know, and threatening, like she has too much pride. Like I hope she changes and
Yeah,
sees her
so,
daughter
yeah.
for who she is and doesn't have to threaten people, you know? Even if Bianca did cheat and she sirened her way into the school, like she seems like a good person now that we got to know her
Yes.
a bit,
She
and she's doing good for
Absolutely.
herself now, and it's like, you know, don't screw that up, and it just sucks for her. I feel
Yeah,
bad.
she doesn't want to go back to the life she had. She wants to stay there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope
definitely,
Ajax's parents are good because we didn't really see any interaction there. But
yeah.
but yeah, like it's tough all around. And seeing Enid and Wednesday talking together, like they had strong opinions about their parents, but they could
Right.
kind of bond and connect.
Yeah, they're like, okay,
on that level.
we
that
got
they
this.
were-
We can do this. It's only for a weekend.
Yeah,
Go.
And even though Wednesday gets annoyed at her parents, at least I think they're better than Enid's parents. Like
Yes.
at least her mom, who was just like overbearing and very negative
That's right,
Nancy
yes.
about everything, and you know, you're just not good enough. You got to be like everyone else, otherwise you're the weakest link and you're embarrassing
Right,
and stuff like that. You know, it just feels like ugh,
Yes.
more negative.
Very
At least
disappointing.
Wednesday's parents like her, or like. Excuse me, are proud of her. So that's
Oh,
important.
extremely, yeah.
Mhm.
My gosh.
Yeah, so I can't wait for the next
Wow,
episode. This was a
yes.
lot of fun.
Yes,
And I love how
that's
Thing
right.
is always in the picture. I'm glad like he's like a secondary
Oh,
character.
yes. I love it, especially
Definitely.
when Gomez was incarcerated and he's just like, puts
Oh,
his
that
hands
was
on
cute,
them.
yeah.
I know, and he's like stuck on there like a suction cup.
Yes.
I miss you. That was great.
That
I
was
loved
good.
it. Yeah. So one last thing I want to throw in, the coroner that killed himself, I think it was definitely murder. I
Oh,
don't think-
yeah, that
because
was a
I'll
murder.
just throw that
It
in
was
there,
all,
too.
Yes.
it was a setup.
Yeah.
And
sure.
I also have to say that I loved how the sheriff was with Gomez at the end.
That was good.
Me
Like,
too.
My
I was
son likes
surprised
your
with that.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that quick because I
didn't
thought
either.
even though they made a deal with Walker to kind of say, you know, apologies and set
yeah.
Gomez free, I thought that he would be more like I'm keeping my eye on you. Yeah,
I
okay,
thought
like
so
more
too, yeah.
stubborn with the whole thing because he
Yeah,
really wanted to
that's
put him
right,
away
yeah.
all this time, you know. But anyways, I'm glad it was more positive.
Yeah, me
Can't
too.
wait for the next
Yeah.
episode.
Wow.
Thank you so much for
Yes,
watching.
thank you.
Be well, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.